Hello everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new air purifier from Toppin. So this is the Toppin Comfy Air C2 True Hepa air purifier. Toppin sent me this air purifier no charge specifically to review it. I'd like to thank them. I really appreciate that. That was very nice of them. And they sent me this in early December, and I've been using it now for about a month and a half. And so far, I really like it. So even though I was sent this product no charge, I'm still going to offer my honest opinion on it. And when it comes to air purifiers, I've owned air purifiers now for well over a decade. And between the ones that I have in storage and the ones I have that are actively in use in my home, I probably own a dozen of them. So I have way too many. So there's a few things I like about this product. One of my favorite things is that it's compact. The air purifier is pretty tall, but its actual footprint is small. So I would say this is very desk friendly or office friendly. I think that for an area like a bedroom or an office, I think this would be a great air purifier. And even though it's smaller, it still has a large sealed HEPA filter inside of it, and I'll show that to you as well. I do like the small footprint of the machine. Here it is compared to an older air purifier I own and the excellent but far more expensive Dyson PureCoolMe. Along with the small footprint, I also like it's not disruptive. It's very quiet, especially on speeds 1 and 2. It gets louder and it gets noisier, but on speeds 1 and 2 it's very quiet, which I think is great. Today I'm going to go over its features and show you how it works, and I'll also show you the recommended maintenance on it. But overall, I think it's a nice product. This product currently sells for $90 on Amazon as of early 2021. And I think that for the money, it's great. It's a good sealed air purifier. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but does the job. So it's a pretty agreeable product. Setting the unit up is very easy. It has a detachable power cord, and it does require this is a power supply or AC adapter. And then the other end, this little AC adapter, just plugs in right here. It's funny, it even just beeped even though it's unplugged. And because I just unplugged it. And this is also where you would access the filter, and I'll show you that in a moment. The way this air purifier works, it first pulls in air through these perforated screens here at the bottom, and then only clean air is projected out of the top. Now let's run through the controls. This air purifier is extremely easy to use, and the controls are simple. There's a touch panel on the top here, and there's your power button. Turns it on. It's got 3 speeds. It has a timer. It has a light where you can turn the lights on the screen on or off. And then finally, a reminder to check the filter. So there's speed 2. And there's speed 3. So even at the loudest, you're only looking at about 68 decibels, which isn't bad at all. And then there's other things you can do on this, which I like. You can set a timer. So I like doing this before bed, because I've been using this in my bedroom. You can set a timer for 2, 4, or 8 hours, and it will automatically shut off when the timer runs out. So real easy. And then if you're running this at night, this really doesn't put off that much light, but I do appreciate this feature. You can turn off the panel, so it won't emit any light. This is not so bright that it's disruptive by any means, but I welcome it for sure. And then the final thing is that it has a check filter indicator, and after so many running hours, that filter indicator will start flashing to let you know that it's time to check the filter. And to reset the filter on it, when it's time, you would just hold that down there for a few seconds. It will beep and reset, and then the filter timer will start over. So the controls are actually really easy. The air purifier effectively pulls in air from all around it. Anything that gets pulled into the air purifier gets trapped in the large HEPA filter inside the unit. I also like that it moves a decent amount of air. Given the size of this machine, I would say it's more ideally made for a single room, but it will do a good job pulling in, purifying, then circulating clean air around a room. This would work well set up on a desk or piece of furniture, or it can be set up on the floor. Now I'll show you the recommended maintenance on it. Really, there's not too much to it. This is a pretty simple product. All I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off the screen, and I'm going to clean off the filter, and I'm going to clean off the top and wipe it down, and I'll show you how to reset the filter life indicator. So it's pretty easy. So first I'm going to vacuum this off, and you want to unplug this before you work on it. The filter removes from the bottom, and first you have to unlock this cap here, and you remove that, and then the filter lifts out. And the filter just lifts out. And you know, what's funny is I've only been using this for a couple months and that's already really dirty. Wow. And there's a layer of carbon on the inside, so this is an impressively effective air purifier, even though it's small. And this filter has a large surface area, but you might be able to see on camera the dust that's kicking out. I don't have allergies, but I love using these just for keeping dust down. Toppin says you can regularly clean this to help prolong filter life, but eventually you'll want to replace it. Just in the meantime, I'm going to vacuum this off. That'll help it last as long as possible. You can see all the dust left on there too. So this is a very effective HEPA filter. I'm surprised that that's as dirty as it is. So this thing's doing its job and that's great. So I'm gonna get that out of the way since it has a bunch of dirt on it now. I put this down just so I didn't scratch the top of the air purifier. And then the filter just drops back into place. I don't think it matters which way it goes in. On both the top and the bottom, there's like a foam seal. And you could look in here and see if this is dusty too and wipe it out as needed, but I would clean this perforated screen off regularly as it will hold dust, and then regularly clean this off too. If you vacuum this off every season, you'll get as much life out of it as possible. And it just kind of sets in and centers. And then just put the cap on. There we go. And then lock it into place. That's it. While I have it here, I'm going to use all-purpose cleaner and I'm going to wipe it down. Because it's white, it's going to build up with dust and it'll probably get smudges over time, but the shiny screen on top, or this touch panel, this will get dirty and smudgy. But yeah, so far I'm impressed. You know what? It's basic, but it does what it intends to do very well. So I like it. So the last thing I'll show you after you have cleaned or replaced the filter, if the filter life indicator warning is flashing or staying lit, you can hold it down right here to reset it. So what I think right now is that because the filter is still saying that it's got plenty of life left to it, it's not letting me reset it. That's probably a smart feature because I'd be overriding it needlessly. But I think that once it gets into the state where this turns red, hold this button down for 5 seconds, it will beep and it'll let you reset it. And that's how you reset it when the time comes. So anyways, yeah, that's about it. So, you know, dust it off, keep it clean, and change and reset the filter as needed, and it's going to work exactly like it should. It's a pretty simple device. So there you have it. This Toppin Comfy Air C2 has been nice to have around. It's very quiet, yet still moves a good amount of air. With its large HEPA filter, it does a good job cleaning and circulating the air in a room. I really like its compact size, and I think this would be a great purifier for an office or a smaller area. Although small, it still works very effectively. I think for the price, it's a great product, and I have no complaints at all. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and as always, thank you for watching, and have a great day.